All right, hello, hello, hello. Welcome. It's time for me to work on my tune again. I'm trying to get up and get at it a little earlier today, so starting at 12:30, not bad. All fed and showered and ready for action. Pretty stoked. Hey, what's up, Will Pamplin? How you doing? All right, so I'm working on a track here. It's pretty sweet. It's from a collab EP with Opio. I did a version. Hey, what's up, Chris Shields? I did a version of it a while ago that I liked, but it wasn't awesome. But this version is I think gonna be awesome. It's pretty close. So basically, at this point, I'm gonna listen to what I have. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to what I have. And then I think I want to get a few more elements of the original. I want to get a few more elements of the original song in here. I got a list of notes. But yeah, there's not that many elements from the group of samples that I made with Opio when I made the original track with them. So I think just in the interest of it, of it being kind of more continuous with the original on the EP, I think I'm gonna go ahead and put some other. Yeah, these are all good notes. These are all good notes. Okay, so here I'm gonna go back here and make some more notes. Yeah, my neighbor is away at work, so I can be real fucking loud. So I'm gonna turn it up and listen to what I got. And actually, here I'll turn the mic off for a sec so that you can hear it as I hear it, more or less. Okay, so that's it. That was the first. That's my first listen of the day. I noticed a lot of things that I wouldn't have noticed. Because like when you're, it's important to make notes during your first listen and to like periodically, like especially each time you take a break, come back and make notes. To answer your question there, Aaron. Basically, it's really easy when you're working on a track, especially if you're just listening to the same couple bars again and again, or if you're listening to the parts soloed. That context is nothing like the context of someone who's actually listening to your track, like hearing it in a mix or at a club or even on your computer. You're never listening to the parts soloed. You're never looping, right? And if you only listen in that, like under a magnifying glass, you lose sight of the big picture a lot. And then you end up what we call ant fucking and not actually making relevant decisions. And a lot of the time, too, you can work on one little loop forever, and then you go back to the context of the whole track, and it doesn't make sense anymore. So I'm basically... I was just basically going in and kind of fixing, or just making notes of stuff to fix. So let's see, less body on the first impact sound. That's very easily fixed. I'm just going to pick off some of the stuff on this list real quick. But yeah, I think this impact sound is a bit too much at the beginning. I want like a less of an impact. So I'm going to take that down maybe 4 dB. Put a little high pass on it. Maybe do the air can too. If I just... No, it needs the impact. Okay. Now when that's done, so I'll just have that on for that first impact. So I just didn't want to overwhelm, because there's a lot of sub in the sound, like in that intro sound, so I wanted to kind of get some sub out of that. Okay. Definitely some other sound in the intro, I can fix that. Fix that intro bass sound. Okay, that's easy enough. I'll do that. Yeah, because this acoustic bass, or this electric bass sound, it's cool, and I like that it's all rock and roll, like this shit, but it's a bit like fake sounding. So let's see what happens when I do the velocity. It just needs a little less velocity, that's all. And then nice and loud on the bottom. Maybe a little louder on those ones. Yeah, because that's like the tone. A lot of sounds, when you hit them with the maximum velocity, it kind of blows the sound out. Yeah, that'll probably sound much better in the context of the rest of the stuff. And I'm going to add some compression and shit to it later. Okay, cool. So that'll do. I'll save that. And then I think later in the track the same melody appears in that bass line, so I'll probably copy that clip over now that I've edited it and just made it less, less too much. I might also put a sub under it, actually. Well, the sub in that bass is, yeah, it's kind of not supposed to be too subby there, so I might just leave it as an acoustic bass. Okay, what's next on the list? Fix that bass sound. Maybe a bit more mids in the subs in that section in the beginning. Yeah, that'll probably be a good idea. Because here, this sound, I'm sure those of you who are listening on laptop speakers probably can't even hear that shit. It's ripping loud, trust, but it needs a little bit more mids. Oh yeah, this fucking chain. This chain is a really costly chain here. Cool, that seems to warm it up a little. I might ditch this 1073. Like, it is warming it up, but it's a 1073 uses so much processor, and it's probably introducing a lot of latency. Oh, I found out why my battery's always going down, and it's because these Apple dongles that you need to connect anything to your computer, they don't pass enough power through to the Apple laptop. Can you fucking believe that? The Apple dongle doesn't power the Apple laptop. And there's only one kind of dongle. You can't get a Pro dongle or anything. Can you fucking believe that? Yeah, I'm really upset. I'm just like, Apple, what are you doing? I think this is probably the last Apple computer I'm going to buy. Okay, so that's got some more mids on that. Fix the timing on the modular ARP in that section. Okay, cool. So this thing, and this should probably go in with the ARPs, to be honest, because it's not really a bass sound. I don't know how it got into that group, so let's put it in the ARP group, because I think that's why it was not getting the attention that it deserved. Okay, so I think it's in this section that... Oh, see there, that's where it goes out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh ho! I see what has happened. I skipped a beat when I was warping it. Yeah, because this modular thing, I sometimes I'm like kind of playing with the clock a little when I'm making the samples. So I think there's a little bit of clock drift. But that's okay, because the sound is awesome, and that's why we have warping. Okay, let's get that timing corrected. Much better. Oh yeah. There you go, little guy, little fella. Whoa, this one's all over the place. Let's fix that. Oh, I think there's another one. Oh yeah, there's another couple of ones at the end here that gotta go. Is that all of them? No, you gotta go too, bud. All right. Let's get these all tidy. Yeah, this is from this like super modular jam. It's really nice to have like big long recordings of a modular synth. It just sounds super good. Because everything's all like continuous, you know. It's nice. Whoa. Some of these are getting pretty crazy in here. They're a little off. But yeah, you can see the clock is like kind of slowing down, which is cool. That was like part of the sound, I felt. But needs to be sped back up again. Whoa. Well, this clock is really off. Oh, okay, here, there's more of these. Here, you're not going to do warp from here straight, and then that'll get rid of all of them. There we go. Now that timing is corrected. That'll sound much better. Well, my sub pack is freaking out. Okay, cool. So that's got that. Let's just make sure that this one is, I think this was a similar, yeah, I think this is a similar, or is it the same sample? Is it starting at the same spot? Where is 1.1 starting? What is that? Yeah, I think I'm just going to go in and warp this one as well. Oh yeah, these are way off. Oh my god, this is anarchy. Alright, so set 1.1 here, warp from here straight. Yeah, that'll be better. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, and someone asked if I could have warped it there to keep that feel. I don't want it to feel off. I want it to feel like tight, you know? So it's just, wonkiness is not the feel I was going for here. Wonkiness sounds a lot better at lower tempos. When you're working at a fast tempo like drum and bass, sometimes like sloppiness feels weird. It's cool to have a swing to your beat if everything's going to it. But if it's just one sound that's all off, it can sound a bit weird at faster tempos. Okay. You should maybe get in there a little closer. Okay, let's do that one. That one's nice and obvious. Okay, was this still playing? Oh my god, it's a lot of sample to warp. I might loop it because it goes way off at the end. Yeah, it gets super crazy at the end there. There we go. That'll do it. Okay. What if I double time this? Sounds nice. feel like that funk hit. I feel like that funk hit could happen again in some spots too, like maybe here. Okay, and then this bit, this will be glitch guitar, I guess I'm going to call it. The moment where it comes in, this bit, I think I might ease up on the pitch wheel. Yeah, it's better. Okay, cool, that sounds a little better. And then here's that spot where that bass line is, although it doesn't sound as funny. That sounds better. Okay, it's got those things fixed, so that's fixed. The snare is definitely too loud, so let's go into the drums. It's a great snare, and the mastering chain is responding very well to the snare being loud, but the mix is just, it's a little off like that. It's just the snare's a bit too loud, so I'm gonna go fix it. You shouldn't really rely on your mastering to take care of that. I love this snare though. Okay, so where is the new snare? SD Impact is this one, I think. Which it's crazy that it's too loud because it's at the right. Oh no, okay. Yeah, it's at -11, so it should be. Maybe it's these two together that are too loud, because that's coming in at what, minus 5. Okay, and then what's my kick is here, and then my kick is coming in. Yeah, it's a little bit. Yeah, okay, so the snare needs to come down another dB or 2, just because it's like it's 2 snares making up the snare. So okay, let's see what that's coming in at. As I want the kick and the snare to both be coming in around -6. Yeah, that's good. And then what's our kick coming in at? There, kicks. Oh, no, this is the kick. Oh, this is just nothing. I'm gonna delete this channel. It's just muted. Okay, so the kick could come up a dB. Because you want the kick and the... Yeah, that's right. So now the kick and the snare should be a little more balanced. Let's hear. Oh yeah, it's way better. There we go, that's the one I was looking for. I heard that little funny edit. See if that happens again in any other spots. I don't see that edit happening again. See if it happens in this spot. Because there's like the last half of a kick drum sticking out of some edit. Yeah, there it is. See you later. Okay, cool. Let's fix that. Okay, so more subs in general, I think is a good idea. So what is the level of our sub? So our sub should be coming in at -12. If our base is coming in at -6, the sub should be around -12. So let's see. It's about the right level. Do another dB on that one. Okay, that's that sub. Let's check some of the other subs. What are my other subs coming in at? Oops, not that tom bass. Let's do electric bass. Oh, it's it's way too quiet. I might actually warm this up a little bit of compression too. I'm going to use the glue compressor just because it's got a little bit of a tone on it. It's not just totally dry. I'm going to put a pretty fast attack. I'll put an attack about 10 milliseconds. So I want a little bit of a transient, but not too much. Actually, no, I'm going to take the... Yeah, that sounds a bit better actually. Yeah, that'll be good. Yeah, so you want your bass to be like your subs to be about 6 dB quieter than your drums, your main two drums, your main kick and snare, and then you want the rest of your sounds to be quieter than that. Generally speaking. Oh, you're not going to the group. You should be going to the group, bud. You go to your group. You go to your group. Oh my god, that's so quiet. Why are you so quiet? That's why it's so quiet. Okay, let's fix that one. Now where's the other sub bass? Okay, in this one of the chains, oh no, not this chain. Maybe it's still in the ARP. I thought I moved this last night, but I think I was stoned. Alright, let's bring this over here. Yeah, I could have sworn I did a bunch of editing to this too. I guess I was baked and maybe didn't save or something. Don't you just hate it when that happens? So you can see here I've got the sub is only getting some of the notes. I've split it off with an instrument change, see? See, these high notes are missing the sub, and then this one gets all the notes. It's a good thing to know how to do. That's better with this transient on it. Sounds pretty good. Now I'm going to solo the sub and make sure it's at the right level. Oh, you got to go to your group. Oh my God, you're so quiet. Okay, so I turned that up about 5 dB, so this is going to come down 5 dB. And then I think I'm also going to quickly high pass this Omnisphere just to get rid of any accidental sub that might be interfering with our sub bass. Now, why is this sub? It sounds like there's a bit reduction or something on it. Is there anything on this chain? No. Might be this sample. I might have done an imperfect loop. Looks pretty good. Maybe that. Oh no, that's as good as it gets. And also I don't think it goes that far. Oh, I see what's going on. Transpose that up too, and transpose the MIDI note down instead of transposing the sub down. Wow, I must have been high to do that. Alright. See, there we go. Nice clean subs now. Okay, I can take that filter off. Probably get a little more attack though. Okay, I could probably open this thing up a little more now. Might be a little too loud. Yeah, it's coming in a little hot. Where is it? Don't want that bass chain to be coming in at more than like -6 really, or -12, because the other bit is at -6. Okay, and then how's this one? Yeah, that's good. Okay, so I think all my basses are the right level now. Okay, cool. So that's got that leveling Issues done. Okay, give that bass sound in the D&B section some love. I might come back to do that again. Okay, so now I need one more section in the track. I think that the section that this track wants is, hang on. Hey now. Okay. So, bass melody. Okay, then I think what this track wants is this. Because you never get the melody over the drum and bass beat ever. Hey, what's up, Pat? Maybe this over that beat. Maybe. Where is that bass sound? This thing. Maybe I'm gonna velocity split this, so that at the percussive bass, that if okay, now I think if I go like this, oh here, first of all, let's take all of these and put them all the way up, and then I think if I take these and put them down below the threshold. No, it's not gonna work. Okay, so this doesn't go over that very nicely. What might work is getting rid of that, going back to this. Actually, no, you need two sections. Okay, so if that's the case, then I need one more section. Do I still have a copy of that section? No, I don't think I still have that section. Okay, so I'm just going to edit, duplicate time. And then I'm going to kill the new bass. Oh, this is a long song. It's much longer than I normally write, but it doesn't get boring. Okay, so this will be melody back. Okay, so then we get rid of that bass, and we put this bass back. Oh wait, what's this? Oh no, what is this? What does this sound? Oh, that's just some garbage. Let's get rid of that. Okay, so then we would come back in with these sounds. Yeah, because that never happens. Okay, cool. So I think that's good for all of those notes. And then I need to come back in and start doing percussion. Yeah, I need to start doing some percussion stuff, and then I want to get some more sounds from the original, because there's a bunch of these like really, because actually Spoonbill helped us make some of the sounds for the original, and there's these really cool bass sounds that Spoonbill made, as well as like some really nice like hits, like some like hits from the original that I want to get in. Just because I feel like, I mean, the other mix that I did, it was more staying true to the original, but it wasn't as good of a track. So I kind of like, I don't know, I got to a point where I was just like, dude, I'm fucking trying to just, it's better to make something different than the original that's dope than to make something that's like true to the original that's not as dope as it could be, you know. So I don't know. Plus, I had a bunch of computer problems. Like I changed computers in the middle of that session, so it's just like it's a bit of a mess. Anyway, let's listen to it from here, and then I'm gonna start adding percussion and adding in some of the sounds from the original. I'll turn the mic off too, so you can hear it better. This is really wild. This track is like, it's a good sign when your track is, it's a good sign when your track feels too short. Because this is a fucking long track. Like, I normally never make tracks this long. But this track is just like, it's just got one of those, the melody just bears repeating, you know, like it stands up to it well. So I'm not gonna deny my song what it's asking for. I think on this. I'm making a little bit longer of an outro now. So now I need to go find the other ARPs and make them match this one. Fucked up there. Okay, cool. So now I got a nice longer outro. I feel like in here, in this section, when the tom bass goes high, I feel like this sound, where is it? Where's the frequency on that filter? Where is the frequency on that filter? Which one of these is moving? Oh, there it is. Yeah, that needs to come down on those high notes. Oops, undo that. Yeah, it's better. Makes that sound a little less stressed out. Because you need the saturation on the low notes, but not on the high notes. Okay, cool. All right, let's listen to that again. I think that arrangement feels better with the the longer outro, and then the way the melody comes back here. But yeah, 5 minutes. Wow, I never make tracks that are 5 minutes long, like never. But every track is different. Every track is different. Okay, so question time. McCain asks, are you running the Live 10? Yes, I am. I'm using Live 10. It's in beta. The final version doesn't exist. Everybody's helping to test. Yeah, what up, Pat? Oh yeah, Pat said the crash was too hot, and I actually am inclined to agree. So where is that crash? Yeah, let's take that down a little. Oh wow, there's no crashes in the second half. Yeah, let's take it down a lot more than that. Okay, cool. All right, now let's listen from the beginning. Listening without looking at Ableton is very important too. Oh wait, there's a thing I gotta fix. The modular sound kind of freaks out at the end there. I have to get this phrase. So I might actually, how many bars am I missing? I'm missing 3 bars. I might see if I can go 3 bars earlier. Let's see what that sounds like. 1, 2, 3. No, that was the spot. Okay, so I'm just gonna loop maybe the last bar. See what that does. Because you can sometimes get away with that where you have the sample play for a while without looping and then it loops. Do that, and then a nice little fade out. Oh, I hate how it doesn't let you fade on the loops. Okay, I'm just gonna fucking join it. Yeah, that's annoying, Ableton, if you're out there. Okay, cool. That's got that fixed. All right. More questions. Do I still use LiveCut? No, it doesn't work on 64-bit. Changes in the bass melody that make it less repetitive really make a big difference. Yeah, pretty much mostly in phase 3, Brett Kane. And that bass sound is just one of the Ableton stock electric basses. a sub. I have a sub pack. Yeah, even when I'm not wearing it, I can feel it at my feet. I have a KRK sub and a PK sub at my other studio in San Francisco, but we're just I love the outro, man, when the subs come in like that, the driving sub. Gone. It's too much of that fucking beepy noise. Yeah, this shit just needs to be gone entirely there. There's too much distortion on those subs. I overdid it a little. It's easy to overdo it with this OTO Biscuit thing. It's fucking amazing, but yeah, it's easy to overdo it. It's basically a bit redux with a filter and a bunch of other shit. Because it's applying bit reduction distortion. That's a nicer tone. Yeah, you can get different tones of bit reduction distortion. Oh, this is, well, it's kind of a remix. It's Eric. Basically, the plan was Opio and I did a collab at his house, but he did most of the driving on the collab. I mean, I made like a lot of the sounds and stuff, but it very much sounds like an Opio track. And, you know, we were working on it, and we only had one day, so it's better, you know, when you're in someone else's studio, you have a day, it's better if they drive usually. So we, you know, we banged it out. It's great. I play it all the time. But I wanted to, you know, when we put it out, I wanted to have like my version too, so that it's, because the other version, it's kind of like, it's too much an Opio track. It's not like a 50-50 collab, you know? So I felt weird, like, I mean, like, I'll put someone else's name on one of my records, like, no big deal. I could just make it at their house and put their name on it. But when it comes to me putting my name on a record, it's got to be like, I'm fucking driving, you know? So, yeah, but yeah, so it's kind of a remix, but kind of not. But basically, it's like I wanted to use the same pool of parts, but in a completely different way. But Opio has asked me not to play his version on the stream, so I'm gonna not do it because it's better if it's a surprise. You know, not everyone streams. Because me, like, you know, I love streaming but he doesn't stream. He kind of likes to keep his unreleased tracks like super unreleased. But yeah, the original is really sick too, which is why I made a couple versions of this, because if I'm gonna have my version where it's like on the release where they're together, like my version's got to be super dope. So I've been kind of like taking way longer with this one than I normally take on tracks, like way longer, a lot of time. And it's funny too, because, you know, I was butting my head against the wall with that other version of this track for so long, but then I just started this one, and it was pretty much like, the form of it was pretty much done in like a couple hours, you know, and it's just a better idea. It's a better track than the other one, and you know, no amount of work is gonna fix a track if it's just not that cool, you know. Like, you gotta have something like fucking magic, you know. And for me, it was like when this melody happened, because it's a key change from the original, right? Like this, where is it? This sound, the spark. It's called the spark because it sparked the thing, but this is very much from the original. Like, this is just running through the whole thing. So I put it running through the whole thing in this one. But the cool thing is the original is in A, right? But A, part of what was making the other version suck was A is just not a very sick bass note. you know. And the other version was all about the drums because it was more housey. So the A bass note works, but in a drum and bass or dubstep track or whatever, you need to be in that E to G range. That's the sweet spot for bass notes, you know. So I made it so that instead of playing in Aeolian mode, we're playing in Dorian mode, which is the same notes, right? It's all the white notes of the C scale, C major, but this scale is starting at D, and the other one was starting at A. So because of the circle fifths and they're both minor, they're both kind of like in the same minor mode. So you can make the samples go with a different key. But yeah, that's why it sounds very different. I mean, here I'll show you the other version. Like I made a bunch of different ideas with it, but I just couldn't, because it was all kind of around this drilling bass line in the key of A, which, where are we? Let's see, maybe it's in here. Yeah. So it's all about these drilling bass lines in the key of A. So I made some cool shit. Like these chords and stuff are pretty nice. I'll probably save these for something else. Like I made a lot of really nice parts, but the thing as a whole, you know, just, I don't know, it wasn't the best it could be. You know, it's decent, like I'll probably still play it out. It's a really good tempo transition track. I want to get all these funk samples and these crazy bass noises in this breakdown and make some fills and edits and do all my transitions with that shit. Maybe get a little more percussion too. This one's not bad, but it's not like, it doesn't kick as much ass as the other one. I was trying to make it too much of a banger, and like, I don't know. I might take the sounds and shit, use them for something later, and I'll still play this out, but. Yeah, that's the black and gold, that my modular. Love this guy. He just sings the best. Like it still needs like a vocal or something, you know? Like it's kind of like it's more of like you know, it's more of like a kind of good groove instrumental track, but if it had someone rapping or something maybe, I don't know, so I might use the beat for that. I don't know, man. So knows this dubstep idea, but like I said, I just never finished it. I couldn't get the drum and bass part to be as good as I wanted it to be. So I was just like, yo, if I can't finish the drum and bass part, fuck it, like fuck this whole thing. Yeah, the breakdown is from the original track too, so I want to get some of that shit in there. But all these funk guitars and shit, it's really hard to make them sound like super dope. But I think now that there's the mode change, but these chords are definitely in A. These chords don't work in my current track. But yeah, anyway, you get the picture. So that was that version, which is cool, but I think this version is cooler. And I don't know, I want to do my best on this record, so. Yep. So back to the old drawing board on that one, but I think this one is going to be cool, especially when I get some of the other noises from the other one, because there's a lot of cool shit happening in that one. It's just not quite tight. But I think I might use the bass line from the original, that da 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 da, or at least that sound, in some fills, and basically get all those cool Morphe bass sounds, and then maybe some of the extra percussion and vocals, and make little fills and build-ups to kind of like keep the energy flowing and make all the transitions right. Because a lot of the transitions, like when things cycle, they just have some bullshit there, because they know it's gonna come back and make the fills later. So it's hard to listen to them in that state, but it's better to like make the fills all at the end, you know. And especially if you make all the fills with the same, like I'll bring in the same couple sounds and go like make a bunch of fills, and it'll the fills will make sense together because they're from the same like family of sounds, you know. Anyway, let's listen to the track. Oh wait, let's not listen to just that sound. Oh wow, I didn't know that sound comes in so early. Oh yeah, there it is. Riser needs to end slightly later. It just feels unnatural. Oh yeah, the sub sounds way better now. This needs some extra sounds too, like some high vocally kind of noise, like some delay or dubby kind of crazy situation. That transition in that first bit could be a little more something. Oh, fuck you, Siri. God damn it. Oh, I hate that. Oh, why did they put it next to deletes? It's so distracting. Transition there, that's one of those bullshit transitions I was talking about. Gotta come and fix them. section the whole time, right? Because it's the only time with the melody and the drum and bass line. This arp trailing off. Okay, where's that shit? This shit with the funny little reverbs. I think. I have to edit and then select and then duplicate it. It's so much more annoying now. Yeah, not like that. Doesn't sound very good. You really can't get more of them. That should trail off. There's something else that does that trail off sound. No. So now I think it's time we dug into the samples from the original track. There's just a lot of really nice sounds in there, and I think I want to basically put a bunch of really good little, transitions and edits and bass dives and all the kind of sound designy stuff and all the now that the groove is interesting on its own, when I start putting little vocal chops and more kind of sound designy shit, it's gonna sound more part of the groove, and more more like the rest is good to go. So yeah, it'll be good. Okay, so let's go into the current project folder, or no, I'll go into track folders. Let's go into the original one here. Oh, wait, actually, do I maybe have some renders in here? Oh yeah, there. Yeah, that sound. That sound is a great sound. Is there anything on that channel 87? No. Okay, great. Okay. Let's see what that's. Pretty nice sound. Okay, so we got the, here I'll put, oh, do I have a don't delete channel? Yes, I do. Excellent. I'll just start putting these on the don't delete channel. Whoa! Hey, I crashed it. All right. Oh, good. The auto recover worked. It's always sad when that doesn't work. I had a crash yesterday and lost a bunch of stuff. It was sad. Yeah, that's what happens when you're working with betas, you know? It's inevitable. But yeah, it's going to be fun to go through those sounds. Actually, I did some work in all flat. I did some work in here. Oh no! Oh no! I just lost so much work. Oh fuck! Oh, that's such a bummer. Oh, I should have saved more often. Okay, hopefully it'll do the autocorrect. Oh, okay, it says it's gonna try. All right, I'm gonna shut down all the other apps. So sorry in the chat room there. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, okay. Actually, what can I do? Maybe I'll load a simpler. Or actually, nah. I think that's probably. Let's turn this off. Pause back up. Turn Dropbox off. Oh no! Oh, this does not bode well. Oh no. Ah, it's the price of Live 10 for me. Well, that's the first time I've had a bad crash, so you'll have to forgive me for getting cocky. Oh man, that sucks. Ah. Oh, it sucks. Oh. Oh, come on, Ableton. Please, please work. Please work, Ableton. I love you. You're the best. You're the best. You're magical. You do magical things, Ableton. Please, please, gods of Ableton, restore my track. Fight through the crash. All right. Okay, so I've got this, and I've got this. So something is loading, but Ableton also says it's going to shut down after this message box is closed. So, has it stopped loading? That's the question. What happens when I think that's the only, yeah, I don't think waiting is doing anything, because this thing normally loads pretty quick. Shit. Do I do it? Alright. Oh, damn. Oh, that's rough. I did a bunch of shit. Oh, it's a bummer. That is a real bummer. I mean, I guess I can go back and look at the video of my list. Worst comes to worst. Fuck. Oh. I wonder if I like disable my VST plugins, if that might do it. Oh man, I really hope it works. Because it seems to get partway through loading this contact thing, and then that happens. So, I think that if I disable my VSTs, then maybe it will come back. So I'm going to go to Library, Audio, Plugins, and I'm going to rename this hello. Maybe I can duplicate it. I'm pretty sure I have plugins. Maybe they are installed in a different folder. What? So maybe it's in my user library now. That's interesting. Oh no, that is the one in my user library. I want the one Macintosh HD library, audio, plugins. There we go. Okay, cool. Fuck, I was like, what is going on? Yeah, it seemed a little fast when it made that duplicate too. Actually, I wonder if I can just duplicate all of them. Okay, so I don't want to change anything about Ableton's preferences because I don't want to fuck up. I don't want to fuck up Ableton's. I don't want to fuck up Ableton's shit. Actually, that looks like Apple shit that I shouldn't fuck with. I'm not gonna fuck with that. But the VST folder, I'm definitely gonna clean out. The VST3. I don't think Ableton uses VST3, but I'm still gonna do it for safety. Okay, so now when Ableton opens, it's not gonna find the VST plugins because I think it might have been Contact that was leading to that crash. Because it crashed on the Contact loading page. Okay, so it's saying, do you want to recover? I'm going, yes. Cross your fingers in internet world. Fuck. Maybe after a fresh boot it'll be able to do it. Fuck. So, what else can I do to make it maybe not crash? I think maybe if I unplug all my peripherals and try and recover it with all my peripherals unplugged, because it might be some kind of funky hard drive thing. So I'll try that. Because also, like, the Mac OS just updated itself, so it might be something like that. Yeah, they said I had to do it, and I'm not that crazy about the new Mac OS. Dude, Apple's dropping the ball these days. They really are. This dongle shit is maddening. I literally can't power my computer through a dongle that is designed by Apple to power your computer through. The computer doesn't draw enough power through a dongle. It's like that's part of the architecture, so it doesn't draw enough power through dongle. Wow, so now I just have a black screen. That's not very reassuring. It's just a mouse on a blank screen here. Alright, I think I'm gonna go and figure this computer issue out. Thanks for watching. Man, it's a real bummer that happened, but I'll see what I can do. I'll see what I can get back. Peace.